Samsung just did something nobody expected. They took their mobile browser, the one that's actually the third most popular browser on phones, and brought it to Windows. And after testing it for a while, I have to say, it does a few things that Chrome and Edge simply don't. Let me show you what I found. Samsung Internet has been on Android since 2015, over a decade, and now it's officially on Windows. I'm going to walk you through the features that actually matter, compared against Chrome and Edge, and tell you exactly who this browser is for. Head over to browser.samsung.com and hit download. Run the installer, click yes in the UAC pop-up, then click install. The setup will download the whole browser. Agree to the terms and condition. Here it will ask to sign in into your Samsung account, which we will do later, so click on Not Now. On this screen, you can import your bookmarks and other data from another browser. I just want to skip it. During setup, here's the first thing I noticed. It asks if you want to turn on ad blocking right away. Not buried in settings, not an extension you have to hunt for. Right there during setup. Chrome doesn't offer a built-in ad blocker at all. Now, the first thing that hits you is how clean the interface is. There's no clutter, no newsfeed shoved in your face, no aggressive suggestions. It's calm. If you've ever opened Microsoft Edge and felt overwhelmed by the homepage, this is the opposite of that. You can customize the new tab page with your own wallpaper, add a clock widget, enable weather, and see your most visited sites. It even shows you a privacy report right on the homepage with stats on how many ads and trackers it blocked today. Really nice touch. The ad blocker uses open source filters. No need to install uBlock Origin or any extension. Just flip the switch and you're protected. There's also a full privacy dashboard built into the browser. You can see exactly how many trackers were blocked, how many ads were stopped, all tracked over time. Chrome gives you nothing like this out of the box. Smart anti-tracking is built in too. It stops websites from following you across the internet. In most browsers, you'd need an extension for that. Here, it just works in the background. And then there's Secret Mode, which is Samsung's version of Incognito. It is so much aggressive that it doesn't allow my screen recorder to record or screenshot it. I had to run it on virtual machine to record it. Here, you can see a difference from Chrome's Incognito. You can lock your private tabs behind a password or biometric authentication. So even if someone sits down at your PC, they can't access those tabs. That's a genuinely useful feature that Chrome's Incognito mode doesn't have. One of the more unique features is the sidebar. You can pin any website to a side panel on the right. You click the plus icon, add a website, and it opens right there in the sidebar. Think of it like this. You've got your main browsing on the left, and on the right you can have YouTube, Discord, Instagram, or any other site open in a mini panel. You can minimize and maximize it as you need. It's great for multitasking without cluttering your taskbar with extra windows. Now, Samsung Browser also has a split view feature. This lets you open two full websites side by side inside the same browser window. Imagine comparing two products while shopping, or watching a tutorial on one side while following along on the other. Chrome has this too, but combined with the sidebar, Samsung gives you more ways to multitask. Since Samsung Browser is built on Chromium, you can install Chrome extensions directly from the Chrome Web Store. Password managers, productivity tools, whatever you already use on Chrome, you can bring it over. Everything ran smoothly in my testing with no compatibility issues. I tested both browsers with the same website open and checked system resources. Chrome and Samsung Browser hover around the same RAM and CPU numbers, both Chromium-based, so page loads and scrolling feel identical. But compared to Microsoft Edge, Samsung Browser is noticeably lighter. Edge runs more background processes and uses more RAM because of all the bloatware Microsoft packs into it. Samsung keeps things lean. Samsung has added AI features through something called Browsing Assist. Now, here's the catch. To use these AI features, you need to sign in with a Samsung account, and you have to install the Browsing Assist add-on separately. It's not preloaded, which I actually think is a good thing. If you want AI, you opt in. If you don't, the browser stays lightweight. That's the opposite of Edge, which throws Copilot at you whether you asked for it or not. You get two main tools here. First, you can summarize any web page with one click. Long article you don't want to read entirely? Hit Summarize, and you get the key points. Second, you can translate entire web pages, and it doesn't just give you a text translation. It actually translates the page in place, keeping the layout intact. The AI is powered by Perplexity, not Gemini like Chrome, so you're getting a different AI engine here, and it works well for quick summaries and translations. Here's a hidden gem that not many people are talking about. Samsung Browser has a built-in screen capture tool. Hit Ctrl+Shift+S, you can capture the full page, a selected area, or, here's the cool part, a specific element on the page. So if you just want to grab a logo, an image, or a specific section, you can do that without cropping anything. It's like having the window snipping tool built right into your browser. Super handy if you take web screenshots regularly. If you're a Samsung phone user, this is where the browser really shines. Sign in with your Samsung account and everything syncs. Your bookmarks, browsing history, open tabs, and even your passwords through Samsung Pass. Start browsing on your Galaxy phone and pick it up on your PC seamlessly. No Samsung phone? You can still use the browser just fine. You just won't get the cross-device syncing. Let me be honest about a few things. This browser is still pretty new on Windows, and it shows in small ways. The sidebar can occasionally get stuck. The Chromium version it runs on is a few versions behind the latest Chrome, which means you might miss out on the newest web features for a short period. And the AI features being locked behind a Samsung account will be a deal breaker for some people who don't want to create one. It's also not going to pull you away from Chrome if you're deep into the Google ecosystem. If your life runs on Gmail, Google Calendar, and Google Drive, Chrome's integration with those services is still unmatched. So, should you switch? If you're a Samsung phone user, absolutely give it a try. The ecosystem sync alone makes it worth it. If you're currently on Edge and tired of the bloat, Samsung Browser is a cleaner, lighter alternative. And if you're on Chrome, it's at least worth downloading to see if the built-in ad blocker, privacy tools, and sidebar fit your workflow better. Download link is in the description. Let me know in the comments which browser you're currently using. If this helped you out, hit that subscribe button and drop a like. I'll catch you in the next one.